Hello there, Chris Benson's here. Welcome to Talking TV, and we're in April now, and I've had a delivery. So, you know what? What is the next release that we're going to review on Talking TV going to be? You ready? Da, 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 da. There you go. It's Agony. Maureen Lipman, of course, and it's a 3 DVD set that's been re-released by Network DVD. It's great that they're re-releasing some of the ITV stuff because a lot of the ITV stuff, like Says Les, Hale and Pace, I can think of, Indoor League, there you go, Network, there's a suggestion for you. A lot of them have been deleted and are really expensive to buy these days. So it'd be great. Keep them coming. It's great that they're being re-released. So this is 500 minutes and it's all of the series, not the BBC One remake that they did in the 1990s, I should add. But it's never been repeated, has it, Agony? You know, ITV3 always shows the kind of, you know, the same sitcoms in a loop, and it never delves any deeper. And for me, Agony, you know, deserves a repeat somewhere. Talking Pictures, maybe, or maybe That's TV. Maybe it deserves an outing there. Anyway, I'm just going to show you inside. Of course, it was an LWT program. 20 episodes there are in total. And here we go. Here's the inside of the box. So you got the transmission guides there. So the first one was transmitted on the 11th of March 1979, and they run it all the way to the 1st of March 1981. So I'm looking forward to watching this. I've never seen it at all, so I'm really looking forward to watching this. I'll give you my verdict now. What did I think? So I've watched the first 3 episodes so far. Part 2 of this review coming up very, very soon. Episode 1 is brilliant because it has a great appearance from Robert Gillespie, who's still with us at the age of 89 and he's done his autobiography. Are you going to do that little jump? So definitely go and check that out. Robert Gillespie, just one of those actors that seems to have been in so many programs over the years. And I mentioned in a review recently his appearances in Whatever Happened to the Like Lads, just kind of small appearances, and yet stole the show. And again in Agony, he does just that. I won't spoil the twist at the end of episode 1, but he is a brilliant character in that, playing Mr. Mintz, I think it was. But episode 1 kind of basically introducing Jane, who is out there to deal with everyone else's problems, but who's dealing with her own problems. I really enjoyed the first episode and sets the scene well. Episode 2 has a great appearance from Stephanie Cole, and kind of answer my question as to perhaps why it's not been repeated on daytime television, because it's quite adult content in places. Stephanie Cole, kind of part of this secret kind of group that meet up for kind of sexual activity, if you want to, for want of a better word, and trying to get Jane on board. So yeah, it probably wouldn't suit ITV3. That's probably why it's not been repeated. And as I say, I've really enjoyed the first 3 episodes. There's a great cast. Diane Weston from The Upper Hands in there as well, playing a secretary. And it's a really strong cast. I'm really enjoying it. So, I have watched all 20 episodes of Agony and I've really enjoyed it, as I say, it's been re-released by Network DVD. The series was created by Len Richmond and Anna Rayburn, and both of whom wrote all of the first series. So there was a change of writers for the start of Series 2. You had Stan Hay and Andrew Nichols, who wrote Series 2 and Series 3. But despite the change in writing, I would say that the sitcom still worked well, especially Series 3, and more on that in just a moment. Although I'm not sure why characters like Junior Truscombe were introduced in Series 2. That's just my opinion. Perhaps Peter Blake, who later appeared in Dear John, couldn't make the start of Series 2. I don't know. But there is, so as I say, 20 episodes on here, and mostly a continuous storyline. I don't normally binge watch series. I just don't. I like watching 1 or 2 episodes, and that's normally it. But with this, I found it really easy to watch 6 or 7 episodes in a row. And I think it was because it was a continuous storyline, and you wanted to know what happened next in quite a few places. So as I say, really, the cast works well. There's a great cast. Simon Williams is in there as well. We've got Bill Nighy, who appears in series 2, throughout series 2 as well. More on that in a minute. But there's a great appearance. Maria Charles playing Jane's mum as well. Brilliant actress, Maria Charles, who passed away recently, actually. There is a slight edit at the end of series 2, episode 1, but Network are absolutely honest about it. There it says, for contractual reasons, this episode differs from the televised version. Now, just to be an absolute geek, I thought, right, what is it? And Network say that the final scene before the credits featured unclearable music. It was Beatles music, Norwegian Wood. So the Network team had no choice but to remove that scene, as technology didn't exist at the time that this was first released, 2008, to replace it. So you'll see if you watch series 2, episode 1, they've done the best. There's a scene at the end, and they kind of show you the scene, but there's no dialogue, and they kind of have it playing over the end credits. A fair job, really, and you don't miss anything of the storyline. As I say, series 2 sees Bill Nighy join the cast as Vincent Fish, and Jane, Maureen Lipman's character, has a fling with Vincent, which at the end of series 2 leaves you wondering, when Jane finds out when she's pregnant, is Vincent the father, or is Lawrence, Simon Williams, the father of Jane's child? And the final episode of series 2 is one of the standout episodes of the whole series. Jane's held hostage in her office, and there's the pregnancy storyline developing. It's a brilliantly written episode, the highlight of series 2 by a mile. Then series 3 starts, and it would have been great to see Bill Nighy back, but the story goes down the predictable avenue, if you like, and Lawrence is the father, and Bill Nighy doesn't return for series 3. But series 3, for me, is much better than series 2. It's quite dark at times. Make no mistake about that. Without giving too many spoilers away, there's a main character that dies, which I did not expect at all, and it's handled really well. Jane's baby gets kidnapped as well. It deals with racism in series 3, like no sitcom I've ever known deal with. And really good writing in series 3. And the ending, I thought, just tied up everything. And series 3, probably I'd say the best of the 3 series. Agony again was made by the BBC in 1995. There was one series, 7 episodes. That's never been commercially released. Maybe that's one for Network. Following this, let's get Agony again out there, because it would be interesting to see what that was like. Obviously, that was made 14 years after the LWT series finished, but it's never been available or indeed repeated, I don't think, to now. But really enjoyed Agony. Perhaps with some of its dark themes and subject matter, that could be why it's not been repeated on channels such as ITV3 in recent years. But it's a shame, because it's a brilliant sitcom that deserves definitely a lot more attention. So I've really enjoyed it. Check it out from Network DVD. That's it for this Talking TV review, and I'll be back soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more notifications. Bye.